I asked you guys for your Matty theories, and today I'm going to be testing them out to see if they're actually true. But first we have Picky, who said you can still get the frost gun. Now I'm 99% sure you can't, but I'm going to try it anyway. I've got the grenade, right? And what you used to have to do is you have to go to the park in the middle of the map with the tree. You have to throw the grenade right next to a tree, just like that. Let me try again. Hold on, right here. Okay, no, it keeps bouncing out. Stop doing that. Okay, I don't think this is actually working, because what's meant to happen is you're meant to throw these. You see, that's a good one. Yeah, that would have activated it right there. It would have happened that the blue rod would have appeared. We could also check this by going inside of the jewelry store, which is actually where you had to take the blue rod. You had to take it all the way over here to this exact panel right here. Hold on, unlock secret. You need a crystal to open this. Maybe it is in the game, because I wasn't expecting this to pop up. Oh wait, hold on, look. If I do this, it's not in there. So it's not in the game. All right. For a second, I actually got my hopes up. But no, it's not in the game. Moving on. Next up, Faisal says you can still get the lightsaber. Now, the lightsaber, the only way you can get it is inside of the plane heist. So let me just go ahead and make my way up to the heist, which is right here. Now, the way you get the lightsaber, or the laser blade, as it's actually called in the game, is by getting the fuses, and you take them all the way up to the room at the very top. In this room right here, you hack the panel right here. You take 2 fuses, and you were meant to put them one here and like one here. But as you can see, fuses are no longer in this heist. So no, you can't do it. There's also no secret panel that opens up right here. As you can see, there's no e-prompt, so it doesn't exist. There's also no Area 51, so even if you could get the key to get the laser blade, there's nowhere to take it. So laser blade does not exist. Next up, Citizen Tortoise asks if game modes still exist. If you're talking about the ones that are actually in the game, where like you used to be able to actually do proper game modes that actually existed in the game, they don't exist. They got taken out ages ago, unfortunately. They should put them back in the game, they really should. However, if you want actual game modes that are really cool, you could join my live streams, where literally we do game modes in chapter 2, and they're peak. But as for like literal game modes that are like actually part of the game, they're not in the game. Next up, Andrew says that you can actually rob the tram multiple times, and what I'm assuming he means by this is you can just take a bit of money, cash it in, and go back. So I'm going to try it, because the tram is open right now. Here we go, so I'm just going to take 1 bit of money. Alright, there it is. And then I'm also going to cash this in and try again. See if it will let me keep going back and forward. Every other heist in this game doesn't allow you to do this. I'm pretty sure once you rob something, you can't go back and do it again. There it is, so I've just cashed this in. I'm also going to go ahead and make my way back to the tram and try and do it again. It shouldn't allow me to do this, because I have just robbed it, and like every other heist, including the boat and the plane, they don't allow you to go back and get more money, I'm pretty sure. So this shouldn't work. Maybe it does. I don't know why you want to do this anyway, because surely it's just better to take everything whilst you're there. But let's see. Let me steal this. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. For a second I thought it might, but it doesn't work. Karim says you can have a free house, and yes, this one's actually true. There are 5 apartments in Mad City. One of them is included this one right here, which is literally for free. You can get this one. It's the most basic one, but it is for free. It's the smallest one. As you can see, there's not really much you can really do with it, but it will do, because it's entirely for free. So there you go, you got a free apartment. Akma says CJ is single-handedly keeping the Mad City community alive, and I have to agree, because I'm like one of 2 YouTubers that still make content on this game, and I'm actually doing like daily content. So I'm carrying the entire community. It's all me, guys. Hyru says there are no zip lines in chapter 1, and that is true. We are right now in the bank. There used to be a zip line here, but as you can see, there's nothing here. So this heist is mid, right? Look, you just jump out. There's no zip line. They should just put the zip lines back in the game. I don't know why they removed them. I also looked around the map to see if there was any elsewhere. I couldn't see any, if I'm going to be totally honest. So I'm pretty sure that they're gone. Zip lines no longer in chapter 1, which is a shame, because they were actually kind of cool. Not like anyone used them, but they were there. El Gamer says there's probably something you can do with the secrets next to the Cluck Donald statue that we just do not know yet. This also ties in with this one, which says you can spawn Cluck Donalds by bowing to him 7 times at the waterfall thing. So I'm going to try both of those. Firstly, I'm going to just try it bowing 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and nothing happened. There's no hold E, and he's also still a statue. as you could clearly see. As for the other one, there's probably something that you could do. I highly doubt it. There's no prompt for this message here. If we go ahead and fly closer, you can actually fly inside of the statue's mouth as well, and there's nothing in there, so let me show you. It's literally just attached to the wall, so I highly doubt there's anything you can actually do here. There's nothing behind it, I'm pretty sure. There's no like secret button or something kind of crazy like that. Like I said, you can go and fly inside of the statue's mouth, as you can see. There's nothing in here. There's no secret note. There's no secret button. There's no secret anything that you could do there, apart from like an unanchored wall that you could just fly through. But again, nothing in there. The only thing that there really is a secret hole right back here, which I've already gone through like so many times, which says a little secret note. I'm not going to read it again, because I've read it like 50 times at this point, so I'm not reading that one again. But as for that, there isn't really anything right now that you can do. Amy Boy says you can still get into the red house, which I'm pretty sure he means the one that you had to go into to get the cyberplane on the cyberplane quest. This was actually the house right here, and as you can see, it's now been destroyed and buried, which I only just realized this is actually the house that you had to go into, and it's actually gone. Either that or I just forgot it happened. I had to do like a bunch of steps before this anyway, so I doubt those are in the game, because only 100 people can get the badge anyway, so I'm pretty sure it's not in the game. But basically, you do like the first few steps, you run into the house, and it'll just let you in, but as you can see, can't go in the house. There's also like nothing in there, as it's literally empty, so unfortunately not. Keyboard Spammer says you can actually get into the villain base without being a villain just by using a plane and glitching. I'm pretty sure he means this tunnel right here. As you can see, I'm literally a criminal, so I can't get in, as you can see, because I'm a criminal, so it's not going to let me in. But if I have the scout right here, and I do a bit of that, and that, okay, that didn't work. Let me try it again, because I'm pretty sure this works. We're going to spawn in the scout, because the scout is like the best for glitching, I'm pretty sure. Let me try and go like right next to the door. See if this will work. Let me in. Okay, or not. Or it's just gonna move me back. Oh, there we go. There it is. Only took like 10 tries. Let me see if I can call the elevator. No, I can't, because I'm not a villain, obviously. But I'm in this bit. I'm gonna try and see if I can get in there. I don't think there's anything in there, because I don't think the actual villain base is behind there. Yeah, as you can see, there's nothing there. So even if I wanted to get into there, there'd be no reason to, but you can get into this bit. You can get in this bit, that's something at least. Stupidity Sir says you can rob the boat heist with no powers whilst it's moving. So I'm gonna give it a go. I'm currently waiting for it to spawn in. Okay, there it is. As you can see, I'm on the criminal team like before. I haven't got a power. I'm gonna try and get on. There it is. I'm pretty sure this is like impossible, because it moves you back. So like this is like next to impossible. Even if I would land it and started doing the obby, it wouldn't work, if I'm going to be honest, because it would just keep pushing me back. So unfortunately, you can't do this one. Unless you can, I'm just mid. Up is Good Fish said you can still kill the police NPCs in the mall whilst you're on the police team. As you can see, I'm on the police team. I've got the pistol, the taser, and the handcuffs, so I'm definitely on the police team. I'm going to go inside the mall heist, see if I can kill them. I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to shoot them. Yeah, nothing happens. Nothing's happened. They also do not care about me. Flymaris says that we're in a different universe, a different timeline, and I think that's true, because right now, we're right next to the Cluckle statue, and as you can see, it says here, this statue is to commemorate the saviour of Mad City Cluckles. He didn't save Mad City, right, so this is just yapping. I've said this so many times, but it just adds up if we are in a different universe. Maybe this Mad City is completely different, and in this one, maybe Cluckles is a hero. Maybe Cluckles is going to be the next hero on the hero team, and you can be Cluckles as a hero power. That'd be kind of cool. Probably won't happen. Taha Tariq says when you're peacefully robbing and playing the game in streams, hackers will join and crash the server and just ruin everything. And that is true, by the way. Every time I stream, or almost every time I stream, we get hackers that just crash the game, because there's an exploit where hackers could just break everything somehow. So you know what devs should do, right, Tailmaster mate? You know what you should do? Fix the hackers and make it so they can't hack. How about that one? And finally, Hamza wrote an entire script, which is not even all on the screen. There you go. Look, now you can read the whole thing because it's so long. I'm not going to read all that. It's about the timeline of things in Mad City or something like that with Cluckles and the other guy, Defaultos or whatever his flipping name is. I'm not reading all that. It's probably also just not true. Because we're in a different timeline now, mate. Something about Cluckles working for Defaultos, but then he ends up dying, and that's why the statue's there. And then he gets forced to work for defaulters. I don't have a clue what bro's happening, but you know, that's the whole point about theories. Sometimes you're just talking a lot of crap, and then the other time, it's like actually true. But yeah, that's it for this video. That's all the theories that I've got. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know any theories that you think I should have tested out in this video. I won't be testing them out though, because you're too late. So, subscribe if you want. I don't know.